Hi folks, I'm just going to give you a quick run through on how to use the resources that we've put on the computer screen for you. If you've got any queries, go to that address that you can see on there and ask me. I should be able to sort you out with most issues that come up. So what I want to do is I want to talk through what we've put on the system for you. Each teacher's taking responsibility for different classes. I've got almost all of year 10, so I'm going to be setting pretty much the same work for all of you. Separates come back in a couple of days. By Friday on 27th there will be work for you on there. We've assumed at the moment that I've planned out for the next several weeks. We're obviously going to have to play it by ear based on what the government decides about us coming back to school, but we have plenty to keep you going on this. Let me just quickly walk you through it. First of all, click on your individual class, which you've all got. Don't forget there's a class code here. If your friends haven't got it or they haven't managed to pick them up, please make certain they know what the class codes are so they can access it. Front page is information off us. Second page is a class work list. At the top, just any extra general comments that I've chosen to put in on here. I'm going to put one: if you've run out of work, go to that. This is actually a revision class that we've created for the year 11s. It covers the entire GCSE course for physics, and for the combined science physics part, just log on it and you can have a look at any extra work if you want some more stuff. Each lesson consists of the following. We've got a PowerPoint. The PowerPoint is the PowerPoint that you would have in school with a few changes. Ignore this bit here, it's just so that we can check it on it. We can actually make it visible for you. If you click on it, the PowerPoint actually opens up. You don't get the animations the way you would get normally, but if you want to get the animations that you want to get normally, click on here, open it in a new window. It will open up again, and you can ask it to actually open with Google Slides, and you can do it as a conventional PowerPoint. There you go. And then you can do a slideshow from it by clicking up here, and you can have a presenter version of it. It works just as well as normal PowerPoint does, but maybe not with some of the animations that you would hope for. Okay, go back off this and we'll go back to the main part of the course. We've then got a link to a Primrose Kitten video. There's a matching video for each topic on here. You're all familiar with it.
Hey guys, this is your last topic.
She's still as cheerful as ever, and information covers it really well. We've then got a Quizlet. You do not need to have a Quizlet ID to use Quizlet. You can use it straight away. If you create a Quizlet ID, all it means is that you can group together the ones that you want. Loads and loads of other people have done some really good Quizlets, so, not just people like myself. So if you click on here, you can actually hunt for other things, such as there we go. We can bring up some biology ones, loads and loads from biology, as well as the ones that we've created in school. And last two sections on this, for every single lesson there will be an Educate. You need a password to get onto Educate, guys. You go on through the student login here and you put in your password. For most of you, your password will be a version of your first name, the first letter of your surname, and then 4 digits. Your username and password initially are the same. Probably a good idea not to change it for you, because I don't think anyone's going to be really wanting to hack your Educate account. So for example, my account on it, my student version of account is George M0001, and then that actually works for me for both, and lets me see it as a student. Each lesson will have its own test. You can see here the name that this one's for. This one, physics, bending and stretching. And then to finish off, we've got a second playlist which shows other people's YouTube videos for it. They will increase on it in case you want some more information on it. By the end of this week, each lesson will also have some worksheets that you can print out to complete the way you would in a normal lesson. Let's just whiz back up to the PowerPoint at the top. How to use them. Click through them the way that you would do in school. So you've got the PowerPoint up on the screen, you're reading it, you're trying to do the quick questions on here, then look at the standard common points we can see here. Key phrases: elastic, inelastic properties. Try and work through the topic the way a teacher would take you. Look for the key phrases, look for the key definitions. Also, look for any graphs it gives you, because graphs are usually very meaningful on this. Sketch them. Then you will get assorted formulas. We need to look at the formulas of what you are using and be able to apply the formulas in day-to-day use. Remember, most of the time we have got to memorize the formulas. It will say in these PowerPoints which ones you need to learn, which ones you don't. Okay, that's an overview for it. Please make certain you're using it. We do not want to hit back at school when we start back again and everyone's brain has turned completely to mush. We also do not want to have to spend the next 3 months catching back up on from work that we've managed to forget about completely. If you log back in each Monday, you'll see the physics ones have actually a new lessons appeared for Monday for each week. Any queries though, please email me on mottramg@uptonhigh.co.uk. Keep safe, folks.